Hey, what's up, you guys? The Dark Knight here, back with another video, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about a news update, mainly referring to McFarlane Toys. Before we get started, I would like to ask you guys if you feel so inclined to please like and subscribe. It really does help me out and is absolutely free. And yeah, they've had a bunch of pre-orders that have happened over the past week, this weekend. It's mainly referring to New York Comic Con, I would assume, because New York Comic Con is going on this weekend. But there's been a lot of pre-orders happening with the McFarlane brand and DC Multiverse brand specifically, and I just want to talk a little bit about it because there are some parts of it that I find really interesting. So first off, they have their typical Marvel posed figure statues. Not the biggest fan of this line, but they're really good looking. They got some great details. I just wish that they would get that 7-inch figure license out of the way and start making some really good figures as they do in the DC Multiverse line. These are really good. It's just I'm not typically someone who likes to collect pose figures. I like the articulated stuff. But yeah, we got some other, action figure lines such as the Bleach line, which I'm pretty sure is a new license that they have as well too. I'm not a whole lot into anime, so I don't know a lot about these sort of characters. But also going along with other lineups that I'm not too familiar with is the Lord of the Rings. Apparently, there's a new series or movie that's coming out for it, and so they got these 4-inch scale figures. They look okay. They remind me of the Superpowers line, but honestly, it's not something that I have much interest in, so I wouldn't be collecting these. Pretty cool castle, though. They have like a castle that's 7 inches in length. I wouldn't have the space for that, but if you're a really huge fan of these, I could just imagine that would be like I would probably buy that if it was a bat cave, but unfortunately, that's not what it is. Otherwise, also in terms of superpowers, we got a little bit of stuff with a 3-pack between Our Man, Starman, and Green Lantern, the Alan Scott Green Lantern. So that's pretty cool. And then still going in with some statues now. You got a Spawn statue. You got a Supergirl statue. We got a Batman Grim Knight statue, which is pretty cool, and he's got all the guns as well too. So that's pretty interesting because I know Warner Brothers was a little bit sketchy about having guns in their DC Comics lineup. So that's yeah, maybe we're going to a new path with that now. Maybe. And then we also got some other exclusives. Yeah, there's just like a Spawn one, a Hulk one. They're all, redone figures from the past. And then is there anything else I'm missing from other lines? Oh, we also have a Batman v Superman resin statue. That's really cool. I would want to pick that up, but those resin statues are so expensive. And then the new Batman Adventures. We got another lineup for them just in time for New York Comic Con. You basically got a Firefly themed one with Firefly, Batman in his fire suit, and then Creeper, which I don't really think that's Firefly themed, but cool character nonetheless. Pretty wacky looking character. Oh, and then there was also a little reveal of a redone Spider-Man figure in the black suit. So that's pretty cool as well too. But in terms of DC Multiverse lineup, which is the lineup I think everyone is the most interested in, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of good stuff. So I'll start off with the earlier reveals, which was a redone version of the Action Comics Superman. This looks really good. The original figure looked really good as well too, but now getting with the cloth cape. And I think it's a new torso, I think, as well too. It looks really good. I'm probably not going to be picking this up because I still really like that original Action Comics Superman. But maybe if they do another version of it where it's an all new buck, I might get it. Green Lantern here as well too. It's another redone version. Hal Jordan. The paint looks really nice on this one, very vibrant. And yeah, he looks good as well too. And both of those are Walmart exclusives. And then going into collector's edition lineup, we got Green Lantern Simon Baz. He looks great as well too. Not a figure for me, but I'm sure people who have been waiting for that character are happy that we now finally got him. And the same thing with this other one here is Mr. Terrific. This is a great looking figure as well too, and especially with him coming out in the Superman movie next year, I'm sure a lot of people are excited for him. Grid here, I don't know if a lot of people know about this character, but as far as I know, he's basically like an evil version of Cyborg, and he does look pretty cool looking. I will say that head sculpt there is pretty mean looking. And heavily detailed, which is really good. I think it's reusing parts from the Flashpoint Cyborg, so it's not that crazy, but still pretty cool. And then we also got Lightning Lad. Not sure about how many people know about this character. I definitely didn't. But I guess it's good to see this character as well too. And this one's specifically a Walmart exclusive as well too. And then finally, or actually no, there's two more collector's editions. We also get Superman Christopher Reeve. Oh my goodness, this is awesome that we're getting this is the same thing I was saying about the 66 Batman. It's such an iconic version of Superman. And like I'm kind of surprised because it's such an old version of Superman as well too. So I'm glad that they finally got around to doing it, and it looks really good. I've heard people complain about how the sculpting looks on it and how like all the articulation works. Um, I think it looks okay. I don't know how crazy you would want them to get, especially with just a guy wearing a skin tight suit. So I think for the most part they did a really good job. They definitely got the proportions down right, and that's one thing I feel like is really hard with those sort of things. Like I said that about the 66 Batman as well too. They did it really well in this, and the cape looks really good as well too. It's got the yellow S on the back, and the Christopher Reeve likeness is pretty much there as well. And it's kind of odd that he comes with an extra head sculpt that's just him with a meaner looking face. But I think that they said in a Walmart live stream that the platinum edition of this is going to be the evil version of Superman from Superman 3. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'm guessing that that's why they put that extra head sculpt where he's a little meaner looking. So it makes sense there. And then finally, for collector's edition, we get into the series of figures that I've really been wanting to talk about, and that is the Batman v Superman Batman 2-pack. So you get the armored Batman in here, and he's got the battle damage cowl, which looks amazing. You see Ben Affleck's likeness underneath there. And then you get Nightmare Batman, where he's got the face covering. He's got that more Mad Maxy sort of look. And basically the difference between this 2-pack and the regular editions, which I'll talk about in a sec, is that this one comes with all the weapons and everything. As I was saying earlier, Warner Bros. Was kind of, they didn't really want to have guns in their DC lineup. I'm not really sure why. Um, but you get it here, and that was basically the reason why this 2-pack was made. I don't mind it all that much. I think it's pretty good. It's just that this one was very hard to get. It was a Walmart and McFarlane Toy store exclusive, and they sold out right away. So I'm sorry for those of you who haven't gotten it, but I'm sure they gotta restock them at least sooner or later. I know that they've done it on multiple occasions, so don't get too stressed out about it. Just keep your eyes peeled for it. But other than that, we do get a regular lineup of these Batman v Superman figures, and you get regular armored suit Batman here. Looks great. I love this so much. Same thing with the battle damage one. I think the things that really pop on this figure is the fact that armor has so many details with all the wear and tear and everything, and they actually put in enough paint to let that shine. And then it's also got a cool metallic paint on it that's very eye-catching. So really good looking figure, and really good likeness to Ben Affleck on both of those figures. Very good likeness to Ben Affleck. Not so much on this next one over here. This is a lot of reuse from the BVS Batman from earlier this year, and that one was notorious for not having a good Ben Affleck likeness. And yeah, it's kind of the same thing looking here. The hooded, I should say the masked version looks a little bit better in my opinion, just because you don't see his face. But this one's good. I just think that between these two Nightmare Batman figures, the one thing that's really missing for me is those wraps around the hands. I felt like that is a very important detail to have in a Nightmare Batman look. And yeah, this one doesn't come with any of the guns, which the Nightmare Batman very much needs. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. But then you also get Wonder Woman over here. Pretty much the same sculpt as the Shazam movie version. Just a different head sculpt this time around, it looks like. And I personally think that Shazam one had a better likeness to Gal Gadot. So I'm probably not going to be picking this one up. And then finally, you do get a 2-pack of Doomsday and Superman. And this is great because now we're getting Henry Cavill Superman. He's got the cloth cape and all that stuff. And Doomsday, you know, say what you want about that design, it is a live action Doomsday. So that's pretty cool to finally get as well too. Then other than that, there was a Batmobile that was put up on pre-order, and yeah, this looks pretty good. I really like this as well too. Not something I'm going to be picking up, but you know, if you like Batman Beyond, I'm sure that you'll definitely be picking this up. There's two versions to this. There's an Amazon exclusive one, and then one that's exclusive to Walmart and McFarlane Toy Store that has an extra exclusive Batman Beyond figure added on to it. And then finally, we get the mega figure of Darkseid. And this is the Darkseid from the DCEU as well, too. And this is great because I remember that original figure and I have it. It was a pretty good, at least detail-wise, but it didn't really have a lot of good paint on it. And this time around, they really went crazy on the paint, so it looks really good. And I've been meaning to make my own one of those thrones because it was such an iconic look in the movie, in my opinion. So finally getting it in this figure is great. And yeah, I can't wait to get that one. So that's about it with my recap of all McFarlane Toys' new releases. Let me know in the comments down below if I missed anything. In terms of pickups, what I did pick up, obviously, is the Christopher Reeve Superman. I feel like everyone picked that up because that did sell out. I picked up the 2-pack of the Batman and Batman Nightmare and Armored Batman, which also did sell as well, too. I got the Darkseid, and then I also got 2 of the BVS figures. I got the Armored Batman and the Doomsday and Superman 2-pack. I'm kind of on the fence with the Nightmare Batman and Wonder Woman on if I should just get the entire wave or not. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about all these reveals and these pre-orders. And I do believe that McFarlane is going to be doing more reveals over the weekend. So if you guys do want to see a part 2 of this video, let me know in the comments down below. But as every YouTuber begs you to do, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.